Well, when one door shuts, several others open. So at this point in time, in the month of November 2022, you'd be seeing some shut doors in your life. You will be blocked in your life at this point in time. You will be obstructed by life at this point in time. You will be hampered by life at this point in time. You will be interrupted in your life at this point in time. You could get interrupted, you could get blocked in your relationships, with your business, in your job, in your career, in your education, in matters relating to property, in your love relationships, by your spouse, in that marriage at this point in time. You'd be feeling suffocated at this point in time. You could be oppressed by people at this point in time. You wouldn't be able to make a move forward at this point in time in spite of your efforts. And this is gonna frustrate you at this point in time. I mean, in the month of November 2022, it could be that if you are doing a job, your boss could impede your growth at this point in time. He or she could block your growth at this point in time in the month of November 2022. You would be compelled to do what others are telling you at this point in time. You wouldn't be able to move forward with your own desires and wishes at this point in time. You wouldn't be able to move forward with your own ideas and plans at this point in time. Hence, this is gonna frustrate you at this point in time. But as I said, that when one door shuts, several others open. You are gonna see some other ways at this point in time to fulfill your wishes and desires at this point in time, to move forward with that business, in that job, in that relationship at this point in time. You could eventually see light at the end of the tunnel after the 25th of November 2022. Well, if somebody is trying to suppress your development at this point in time, you need to fight at this point in time. You need to fight for your rights at this point in time. You need to fight for what you think at this point in time. You need to fight for your imagination at this point in time. And if things are not becoming comfortable for you, you need to break away from those people who are blocking you in your life, who are stopping you in your life, who are impeding you at this point in time. Your current reality doesn't control you. You let current reality control you. Let me repeat this, that your current reality doesn't control you. You let current reality control you. You let those situations, events, those people suppress you, subdue you in your life. So at this point in time, you need to fight back. I'm not telling you all to fight with your relatives or near or dear ones. I'm not telling you all to fight with your bosses or your employees at this point in time. I'm not telling you all to fight in that love relationship which you have. All I'm saying is that you need to put forward your viewpoint, your perspective in front of them, and you need to try to make them agree with you, agree with your viewpoint, agree with your perspective in life. Well, in order to make them agree with you, convince them, you need to fight tooth and nail at this point in time. I mean, in this regard. Well, your near or dear ones, your loved ones may try to create a mental pressure on you at this point in time. They might try to irritate you at this point in time with their ideas and suggestions, with their advices and suggestions. But let me tell you, you need to follow your heart at this point in time, because where your heart is, there your treasure is also. If they aren't supporting you at this point in time, you need to take a break from them at this point in time. You need to stay alone at this point in time. And you need to find a strategy at this point in time how to convince them regarding your perspective, your viewpoint. The reason why I'm telling you all that your near or dear ones, your loved ones, your relatives might create that mental pressure on you is because there is a lunar eclipse on the 8th of November 2022. Hence, your relatives and your friends could be a source of your distress. But you need to make a conscious decision to think right at this point in time. You need to think positive at this point in time. We can't control the thoughts which are coming into our mind, but we can definitely control the thoughts which we dwell on, which we think about. We can separate those positive thoughts from that bunch of thoughts and start focusing on those positive thoughts. The other thing which you have to do at this point in time, not give life to those negative thoughts. When you speak about those negative thoughts, that negative situation, that negative circumstance, that negative event in your life, then you are giving life to it. You shouldn't verbalize that negative situation, those negative thoughts, that negative event in your life at this point in time. A thought will die stillborn if you don't give words to it. Your life will move in the direction of your words. And when you speak about your thoughts, you give life to them. When negative thoughts come into your mind, never verbalize them. Never describe your negative situation in words. Let them stay in your mind. Every one of us has negative thoughts in our life, in our mind. But the time we start verbalizing them, the time we start sharing that negative thoughts with others through our words, only then those things will manifest, will start to trouble you. Death and life is in the tongue. So you need to speak life at this point in time. You shouldn't think about the negative at this point in time. And even if you think negative thoughts, don't verbalize them. Don't give words to it. Don't give energy to it. Instead of saying that it won't happen, say that things will happen in your life. Instead of saying sickness and illness, say I'm healthy. And remain in gratitude at this point in time. When you are in gratitude, your energy levels change. Gratitude is a different perspective of life which can change your life completely. Life begins to have a complete new meaning when you say thank you for everything which you've got. So you need to show an attitude of gratitude at this point in time. In the month of November 2022. Never say that you don't have anything in your life. If you think you don't have enough, you will never have them. But if you think you have enough, then you will always have things in your life. So your focus, your perspective, your viewpoint about the things which you have in your life should be positive at this point in time. Do what you can with what you have currently. Do your best and God will do the rest. Make your effort, give your time, give your energy behind the things you want in your life. God will make things happen for you. But you should give your entire effort at this point in time. Behind that thing which you want in your life. In other words, you do your best and God will do the rest. If you aren't liking the results in your life, then you need to change yourself at this point in time. Because the results which you are getting at this point in time are your results. And if you want to change yourself at this point in time, you need to find something about yourself which is not working out in your life. Well, if you give your time, energy and effort behind the things which you want in your life, then I am certain that at this point in time, miracles will happen in your life. You will see things manifesting in your life in the latter half of the month. In the month of November 2022. Miracles are the things which God does for you, as you, through you, with you in your life. But the only condition God puts in front of you is that you have to give your time, energy and effort behind what you are doing, what you want in your life. If you think you can and if you think you can't, you are right both the ways, because it is all in your thinking. You have imprisoned yourself in that cell which is in your mind. The doors of that cell aren't locked. That door of that cell can open and you can walk away to freedom in your life. So don't imprison yourself in that small mind. In that small cell in your mind. If you are feeling frustrated at this point in time, you need to open that door and walk away to freedom. Well, even if you are fearing something at this point in time, you must show your courage at this point in time and move forward in your life. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness of you to act in spite of your fears. When you face your fears, it will leave you. Face the things you fear and it will leave you. That's really the secret of it. Well, if you hold yourself back because of fear, your life actually will come to a stop. It will come to a halt because nothing gets better than it is. So don't let that fear stop you at this point in time. Don't let that fear stop you from moving forward in your life towards your goals and dreams. You will not always want to do what you need to do in your life. You will not feel like doing what you need to do in your life. You may not like to fight that battle. You may not like to move forward in your life. You may be fearful in your life. You may not like those difficulties and problems which come in your way towards your goals and dreams. But the thing is that you need to fight in your life. You must do the things which you need to at this point in time. I mean in the month of November 2022. Don't say that I don't feel like doing a certain thing which helps you to feed your life. Don't say that I don't want to do a certain thing which feeds your life. You need to make a conscious, deliberate and a determined effort to do all the things in your life which are necessary for you at this point in time, which feeds your life as well as your family. Don't complain at this point in time. Don't whine at this point in time. Don't moan and groan at this point in time. Don't make excuses at this point in time. Excuses sound best to those people who make them. The world is not interested in your excuses, your complaints, your whining, your moaning and groaning. The world is interested in results. If you have to achieve a certain thing, if you have to accomplish a certain thing in your life, then you must make it a point to achieve them, to accomplish them. If you complain, whine, moan and groan in your life, then people are gonna stay away from you. They are gonna keep you at an arm's distance. Nobody likes a person who keeps on complaining, whining. Don't ever say that things are very hard. The world does not care about the hardships. It cares about the results you produce in front of them. So my point is, results matter, not your hardships. So don't complain about your hardships, the struggles which you are facing at this point in time. Without a struggle, nothing happens. You can't become great in your life without struggles. I don't know any person in my life who has become great in his or her life without any struggles. A caterpillar can't become a butterfly until and unless it goes into that cocoon and it struggles there. So that caterpillar has to go in that cocoon and struggle before it becomes a butterfly and starts flying. Anything which becomes beautiful in this world has to go through a lot of struggles. An airplane can't fly without the resistance of air. You can't learn good horsemanship by riding a tamed horse. Gold can never become a jewelry without passing through any heat. You can't fix lemonade with sugar alone. You need to add sour lemons to it. So similarly, the struggles are very important in your life. And if you want to become great in your life, if you want to achieve greatness in your life, then you will have to go through all the struggles of life. Don't avoid them. Don't ignore them. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about the month of November 2022. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you may contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase and improve your luck in your life, then I want to tell you all I have several remedies for you. You know, the reason why I'm telling you all this is because luck plays an important factor in the life of human beings. So if you strengthen this thing called luck in your life, then you will live a life better than before. Well, these remedies which I'm talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies, which can be utilized by any person of any religion, because I believe that there is only one God in this universe. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains. So if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, money, business, career, job, relationships, love relationships, education, marriage, married life, children, property, etc., 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 then also you may contact me. And you may also contact me for a Vastu visit of your flat, office, residence or factory. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you may contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless y'all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.